Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about one of my personal favorite cardio workouts. This is going to be done on the rowing machine today, and it's 20-minute interval pieces with changing rates of 30 strokes on, 10 strokes off. So before we get started, as you can see, doing a little bit of stretching beforehand. I'm a big fan of ballistic stretching before workouts, especially if it's first thing in the morning. Not a big fan of static stretching. I usually save those for more of after the workouts are done. So I'm really just covering here the main muscle groups that are used in rowing. So stretching out the hamstrings, the glutes, the quads, things like that. You really want to make sure that you're ready for this type of a workout because it's a little more high intensity of a cardio workout than, let's just say, a flat out steady state workout. So you really want to make sure you're ready to go for that. The idea behind this workout is to switch up the mundaneness, I guess you could call it, of rowing cardio workouts, because out of all the different cardio machines there are, it's really easy to get bored just taking stroke after stroke after stroke when there's really no sort of erg or rowing machine that has a TV attached to it or anything like that. So today we're going to try to mix it up a little bit and have a little fun with our cardio pieces. So after we're done stretching, we're going to go over how to set your monitor and how to set up your rowing machine in preparation for a workout like this, because some people don't really know how to use the rowing machine, and it's a little confusing if you've never actually used it before. So to get a chance to understand how the resistance works on it and how to set yourself up for a workout, we're going to cover all of that. One last note on the stretching is you really want to make sure your lower back is especially ready for rowing workouts. Personally, I've suffered a lot from rowing injuries in my back, and that's been from both rowing on the water and rowing on the ergometers as well. You really have to take care of it when you're taking strokes. Everything you do really has to be taken caution with your lower back, because it's one of the most easily injured parts of the rowing stroke. And of course you also want to make sure that your shoulders are warmed up, ready to go, as well as your lower body is, because you want to be nice and relaxed once you're on the rowing machine. So when it comes to setting up our machine for the workout, you want to go and change your drag factor, which, as you can see on screen, I go to the menu option for that. And the wheel on the side has numbers. Those don't really mean much. It's what the electronic number that pops up on the screen when you display drag factor and you pull a few strokes. Whatever that number is, that's what your drag factor is. It's going to be different for each machine. And the goal here is we want to move the side dial up or down until we get the drag factor to be between 115 and 120. Why those numbers? It's what is most representative of what it would be like to row on the water. You really don't need anything more than that. It makes you more prone to injury, and it's just not as effective as if you were rowing with the same resistance you would find on water. Especially with these kind of designed workouts too, it's designed to have the erg at these resistances. Once you've got that, you want to select workout, go to new workout, you want to do intervals time, and we're going to set ourselves up for 20-minute intervals with 3 minutes rest in between. I like 3 minutes just to kind of relax and break up the cardio a little bit. Doesn't give you a chance to get your heart rate down too much, which is good. So once we're all set up, you hit the check mark, ready to go, and you're all set up. As you can see on screen, I'm scrolling through different change units and change display options to show you what those are. Personally, I like to keep it at the standard rowing display, which looks like the most complicated one, but it shows your split per 500 meters, your stroke rate in the top right. You want to keep all of those things in check, for it's going to help you stay on track with your workout. So once you get that all set up, strap your feet in, adjust your feet to how you need to, and we're going to start with the 30 strokes on to begin with. So from right off the bat, we're going to start at 16 strokes per minute. 16. From there, between 30 on and 10 off, we're going to go 16, 18, 20, 22. And then after that, you're going to go back down to 16 and repeat it until your 20-minute time interval is up. This is a nice, long, low, and heavy workout. It really helps work on your explosive power at those low rates. Again, when we're working at these really low rates though, we want to make sure that we're especially careful with our lower back and really staying disciplined through the stroke. As you can see, I'm really trying to keep the stroke broken down into its fundamental components. On the drive, going legs down first, then swinging with my body through the hips, and then pulling in with my arms. You really want to focus on good technique here and really work on that drive to recovery ratio. Remember, the drive is when you're pulling back on the handle, and the recovery is when the handle is scooting back up for the next drive. You want to have a fast drive and a slow recovery. You know, when you think about it too, the faster your drive is, the slower your recovery, the slower your recovery can be, especially when you're trying to hit super low rates. You know, if I'm going up and down the slide at the same pace, a 16 is going to feel really fast, but if I have a really quick drive, I can have a nice long recovery. This is going to really help build up that cardio base, especially for you rowers who are going into the fall season. That's really what the fall is all about, those long, low and heavy rate pieces where you're really just trying to develop that cardio base. And for those of you who are not rowers, this is an awesome full body cardio workout. This is something that you can't really get from, you know, the people that are running on the treadmill behind me. The elliptical is just not the same. The rowing stroke and being able to use the rowing machine correctly really helps with developing tons of core muscles and tons of muscles that are really just essential for having a strong and healthy body. Not only that, but your heart gets a hell of a workout out of it as well. So after you've taken 30 strokes on, you're going to notice my stroke gets a lot more relaxed for the 10 strokes off. And that's what your 10 strokes off is going to be. It's going to be nice and relaxed. You can do that between a 16 and an 18 strokes per minute. That's what I like to do it at. And after that, you hop right back on to the next rate up. So for me now, I'm at an 18 now for another 30 strokes. And then once that's done, it'll be another 10 strokes off, then repeat that to the 20, then repeat that again through the 22. Then once that's done, I'm going to start back at the 16 strokes per minute, and I'm going to go through that until time runs out. Usually over the course of a 20-minute piece, you can complete that about 4 or 5 times. Sometimes you'll end sort of stuck in the middle of an interval, and that's totally okay. Remember, this is the kind of workout that's designed to just break up the monotony of just taking stroke after stroke after stroke at a really low controlled rate. This kind of makes it a little more fun and a little more entertaining, we'll say. So once you're done with your 20-minute interval, you'll have the 3 minutes off, and then from after that first 20 minutes, personally for me, I like to do either between 2 or 3 intervals of the 20 minutes. 3 is ideal, but 2 is kind of the minimum you want to do. You want to do at least 40 minutes of cardio in a session. Depending on how my back feels, how I'm feeling personally, sometimes I'll take the second 20-minute interval and just do regular steady state at a stroke rate 20. But if not, I would repeat this exact same 20-minute interval again and just do the same thing again. It really depends on how you're feeling, but this is a nice way to really mix up your rowing routines, your cardio routines if you're not a rower, and gets you used to developing those rowing muscles and being able to use the rowing machine correctly and efficiently. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this workout. If you do, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. I'm also a personal trainer. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have about rowing or fitness, anything like that. Also, I'll be coming out with some new erg workouts as well for you to mix up your routine with. So take care, guys. Thanks a lot.